Justin Bieber's here right now. Good morning.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What's up, dude?
Feeling great, man.
Give me a little piece of the single, the first single from Usher and Justin Bieber. Let me hear that, Shannon. Rocking that auto-tune. You know it.
That's not auto-tune.
Is there no auto-tune on that?
That's not auto-tune.
That sounds great. I thought I heard a little.
No.
All right. Right there?
Oh, kid. Get off the auto-tune.
He thinks everybody uses the auto-tune like Lil Wayne.
Yeah. No auto-tune.
Justin's like,
Nice.
nope. That's
How
me.
you doing?
All
I'm
me.
doing good, man.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
You're Canadian, huh?
I'm a Canadian.
Hey.
I like Canadians.
So is Kelly's fiance.
Yeah, you know Russell?
Yes,
Russell?
we're in love.
Yeah.
You
It
don't know.
happened so fast.
He's from the Vancouver area.
Nice. I'm from the Toronto area, so.
What's that?
that on the other
oh,
side?
Toronto
Toronto,
area.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's over there in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Did you grow up there?
Yeah, I grew up there.
Awesome. How
So
old
you're
are
French? Are you French Canadian?
No,
I'm
Kelly.
just Canadian.
That's
I don't know
Montreal.
Canada. I got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
If I'm going to become a citizen,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
That's Quebec. They don't even consider that Canada, really. They don't get along very well.
No.
Yeah. So, Justin, you have had 10 million hits on YouTube.
Yeah, that's just on my one video.
That's
but,
one video.
Yeah, overall, I think I have like 30 million.
30 million hits.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
So what was your first video you posted, and how old were you?
Wow, I think my first video I posted was So Sick by Neo.
Uh-huh.
I was 12 years old. I was in a singing competition in my local city, so.
And you just decided on a whim to do
Yeah,
this, right?
Yeah, it was just random. Like, I was in a singing competition, and my friends and family that couldn't be there wanted to see me, so I posted them on YouTube for them to see. And
Just like everybody else does
yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, but, like, everybody started viewing them and subscribing, and, like, it just became crazy.
Dude,
so I just
it's-
kept posting videos
It's,
and, like,
it's crazy what's going on with you right now. I mean, the Jonas Brothers saw your video, and I think they held a special meeting and went, oh, my God, what are we going to do?
Right.
Because
Right.
you got all kinds of girls after you now. Do people think you're younger than you are?
actually, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because how old are you now again?
I'm 15.
You get carded a lot when you're buying beer and stuff?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time,
Too,
you know.
man.
I hear you.
Going to the club.
It's going to be hard for you to believe seeing me now, but I was small when I was 15. I was not a big guy. Because now, you know, I'm just
Oh
huge.
boy, you're giving him hope.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what you have to look forward to, Justin. So people.
No, my brother was like that. My brother's
Yeah.
like 6'2" now.
Well, see, that didn't happen for me.
No.
Yeah.
But people always thought I was younger. But with what you do, it's almost a good thing that people think they're like, dang.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Makes you more interesting.
Do we have Usher standing by on the phone?
Yeah, we do.
Let's talk to him. Get him in on this party.
Usher.
Usher. from-
Hey, listen, I'm happy I could become a part of the conversation, yo.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Sorry, dog.
Usher, I'm sorry about that,
Yeah.
dog. I'm trying
Nah, that's all good. I'm admiring the conversation, man. You
Man,
know?
this
I
kid.
think Justin's been a little modest. He's a big voice. You know, he's an incredible talent, man. You know, I don't know if he got a chance to tell you that. You know, his first instrument is drums,
Plays
and
everything.
he plays guitar, keys. You know, as I said, a young phenom
Did you just
with
were you
an
just
incredible voice, and his success has been very organic. You know, to be able to have the type of presence that he does online,
Right.
And it all come from a very pure place. He and his mother, you know, coming from Ontario, Canada,
Right.
Toronto actually, is an incredible story, man.
So here is the story, so that people know. So somebody from Def Jam saw the YouTube video, flies you where, Justin?
My manager, Scooter Braun, flew me to Atlanta, and
Who was
you
waiting
had a
for you?
manager before you got a record deal?
yeah, but it was like he found me on YouTube, so
So he jumped on board.
Yeah, I jumped on board. No, my mom she prayed about it and stuff, so we went with that, and we flew out to Atlanta, and
Usher was waiting in
Usher
the
was
parking
there.
lot.
Yeah,
Were you expecting him there, or was that a shock?
it was like it was a shock.
Usher, when he stepped out of the car, what did you say to him?
Let's go inside. It's cold out here.
That's just keeping it real.
Real cold, real cold.
Now at this,
Justin, he has a little funny story actually. How we almost missed each other. Go ahead, tell him, Justin.
All right, so I'm coming out of the car. Like, it wasn't planned. He wasn't like, we weren't supposed to
be
meet.
there.
Yeah, so he was going to the studio, and I was like coming out, and we bumped into each other, and I was like, "Yo, that's Usher. Like, can I sing you a song? Like, can I sing you one
Good
of your
for
songs?"
you.
And so, but he was like, it was cold outside, and so he was like, "Just come inside, little buddy." And so
You little buddy.
he just went. He had to go to the studio, so after he got a chance to look at my videos, like he's a good friend of my manager's, so they kind of hooked up together. And
Did you sing for him that day?
no, I didn't get to sing for him,
But he wasn't the
but
only.
he flew me out the next week. So
Okay.
And then you sang for
He
him.
wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only person pursuing you that was famous, right? There was
No.
another guy,
yeah, Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Dang.
heard of
I
him.
used to be
Yeah.
his backup dancer.
Whatever, JC.
Right,
Who's that, Big Al?
No, no.
How's
that-
JC?
That was JC.
JC,
No, I don't
keeping
front.
it real. over
JC's
there.
nickname is Liar.
Yeah.
Usher, in your words, what did you see in this kid? Because there is a bunch of talented people on YouTube.
It's the type of talent that you wanted to be, associated with, like instantly. It was just kind of like, man, instant gratification. One, for the type of, industry that we have in terms of artists who are musical and are, just very talented. It wasn't an auto-tune artist. It wasn't
Right.
a gimmick. It was the real thing. And from the moment that I met him, I just felt like, man, this is someone that I would definitely like to be a part of his career because, as I said, it's a build. This is the beginning of the story. The other things that you don't know about him other than music, the fact that he loves sports and he loves skateboarding and all these other things are just the beginning and introduction of who he is. The story of his success will become that of those who are listening to him. And as I said, when you hear his voice, you just know, like, wow, there's something very, very special about him. And, when you hear his story, the story that we built from within his album, talking about the things that interest him, and, just his point of view, it just becomes something that you just want to be associated with.
Want to get more of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, man.
Justin Bieber is his name. Now, Usher.
JV.
Usher, you and Justin have kind of a friendly rivalry. Like, you guys exchanged years. Where I remember even once you saying, "We'll let Justin have this year. I'll take next year." Because and you would have the '1 album, then he'd have the '1 album, then you'd have the '1
right,
album.
right.
So when you find out that he's in competition with you for the same kid, for the same talent, how do you handle that?
It's my turn.
I guess it just happened that way. But, as I said, he was the type of talent that attracted that type of attention. It's funny because I had a similar story. I can recall meeting guys like, Jermaine Dupri actually earlier and Dallas Austin and Keith Sweat, who was huge at the time.
Dang.
And, so many producers and so many artists that came through Atlanta, and they all were kind of courting me at the same time. So he had somewhat of that same story.
Yeah.
Where there were a few people who were interested in being a part of his success. But when I met him, it was something that I felt like, I would definitely be able to do.
Awesome.
Him having that voice is only like, 50% of all of what you have in store for his future, man.
There's a lot of want to in him too. He posted so many videos, and when he offered to sing for you, that says a lot. That you got a kid here that's not afraid.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
And to pick up that guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he also is he's like a phenom in another area, and that's with the Rubik's Cube. I don't know if you guys have
No.
one
No.
there, but he can fix a Rubik's Cube no matter how you mess it up in less than 2 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
I can too if I peel the
I
colors
was
off.
like, man, this kid is incredible.
Wow.
What don't you do, man?
It reminds me a lot of you, Usher. When we first met you, back when I first started on the radio station, probably 10 years ago.
Russia was
12
19 years old. I remember.
Yeah, and you came in with your mom. I mean,
Yeah, man.
And I remember this very well. The personality that you had.
Yeah.
I mean, you
He was wearing a polo vest. I'll never forget that because you made that cool again. You made Ralph Lauren cool again
Yeah, man.
back in the day. Justin, why did you sign with Usher over Justin Timberlake?